It's a stunning story that's actually been getting a lot of attention out there on the internet, but here's the question. Is it true? Did a member of the British Parliament really offer a reward for the capture of President Obama? Brian Todd has been looking into this story for us, and you've got some answers.
We do, Wolf, at least some answers. This member of Parliament is being investigated by his own party for these alleged remarks. He vehemently denies calling for any bounty for President Obama's capture, and he's firing back hard at the reporting of it. He's the first Muslim to become a so-called life peer, appointed to Britain's upper chamber of Parliament, the House of Lords. He's now been suspended by his political party for comments he may or may not have made about President Obama. Lord Nazir Ahmed, commenting on America's $10 million reward for information about the alleged mastermind of the 2008 Mumbai attacks, is quoted in Pakistan's Express Tribune newspaper as saying, if the U.S. can announce a reward of $10 million for the capture of Hafez Saeed, I can announce a bounty of £10 million on President Obama and his predecessor, George Bush. In announcing their suspension of the Pakistani-born Lord Ahmed pending an investigation, Britain's Labour Party says, if these comments are accurate, we utterly condemn these remarks, which are totally unacceptable. We wanted to know if the comments were accurate. We started by asking Lord Ahmed. What is your response to that quote? Did you say that?
Well, I'm appalled that the Tribune Express has told such a big lie. I did not mention President Obama, and I did not mention any bounty. What I did say was that those responsible for war crimes in Iraq and Afghanistan should be brought to justice. And in my opinion, former President George Bush and Tony Blair are responsible for taking us into illegal war, and there have been war crimes committed, and they should be brought to international court.
We tracked down a recording of Lord Ahmed's taped remarks at a conference in Pakistan.
I am ready to offer £10 million to bring up charges of war crimes against George W. Bush and Tony Blair, and to bring them before the International Court of Justice. Even if I have to sell my house, I am ready to do it.
In the part of the speech we saw, there's no mention of President Obama or the actual word bounty. Contacted by CNN, the newspaper reporter who quoted Lord Ahmed said he didn't make a remark about President Obama during the speech, but afterward, in a conversation with reporters. The reporter says he stands by the accuracy of his quote. When I called Lord Ahmed later, he said he never mentioned President Obama or the word bounty any time, ever. We asked one London analyst about Lord Ahmed's reputation in British politics.
The party establishment has tried to disassociate themselves from him for a long period of time, especially since the 9/11 attacks, when Lord Nazir Ahmed was critical about U.S. Operation Enduring Freedom.
Now, Lord Ahmed maintains his stance that he has been unfairly characterized in this story. He accused that analyst, Sajan Gohel, of being pro-Indian and biased against Pakistanis. Gohel adamantly denies that. We could not get response from representatives for former President Bush or Prime Minister Blair to Lord Ahmed's comments about them. Wolf.
So how far could this investigation go?
Well, analysts say he could be easily expelled from his party, the Labour Party. He could even be removed from the House of Lords. That's happened before. At this point, though, it may be tough to prove that he actually said it. It's his word against that reporter's. The reporter says there were others around who heard it. Getting audio tape recordings may be the key here. It may be hard to prove it at this point.
Okay, thanks very much, Brian Todd, doing good reporting for us.